Welcome to the Industry Angel Podcast. We hear from the best business minds across the globe. Entrepreneurs, social influencers, marketing mavens, and sales rock stars. We've got them all. Here comes your weekly dose of inspiration with your host, Ian Farah.
Welcome to episode 112 of the Industry Angel, the Christmas 2018 edition. So as usual, we'll have a few friends joining us with their Christmas message. But before we hear from them, I'd like to summarise this year for the podcast. So first of all, it's obviously a huge thank you to you, the listeners. This podcast is nothing without you, and the support you give me is just phenomenal. Emails, LinkedIn connections, tweets, Facebook messages and gifts. It's just so rewarding. You inspire me to continue this podcast, so thank you. We've covered off some weird and wonderful topics. We've had rappers and wrestlers, pantomime dames, professional poker players, astronomers, well done Ian, blockchainers. We've had all sorts. I've recorded from India. We've put on 5 live events. I represented the UK for International Podcast Day, and we really shook up the charts as well. You know, as an indie podcaster, the charts are just so interesting to me. We don't have a huge budget. I don't push you products or constant sponsors messages. I just want to create something of value. And you guys are receptive to that. You know, I really appreciate you sharing the episodes, telling your friends, rating and reviewing the show, because you know, the more traction we can get, the bigger the audience and the more we can accomplish in terms of guests and live shows and maybe visiting a city near you. And speaking about that, I'll be doing a lot more talks this year, you know, talks, speaking gigs, panels. So if you have a conference or an event and you'd like to have a live show, drop me a line, you never know. I'll get my band of merry men along and we'll create a fantastic event. So on to 2019. I've got one message for you. I want you to create something. So if you're a long-time listener, you've obviously got something to share because you're aligned to me and the show. We think similar. We have similar ideas and values. You are and you feel part of this community. So you must have something that's bursting to get out, and I'm going to give you 5 ideas on how you can create something. So number 1, if you don't already, write a blog. These are great for getting your thoughts out of your head and giving you some clarity, and they're amazing to help you be found, you know, on search engines and social media with your long tail keywords. Because your words can inspire others and you can be found and seen on so many platforms now. Like anything, it gets easier with time as well. You know, you really begin to flow and enjoy it. So get writing some blogs. Number 2, video. Now, I know what you're thinking. Your face on camera is not for you. But hey, tell me about it. I've got a face for radio here. But believe me, it gets easier. And it's quite good for the soul. You become comfortable in your own skin. I mean, it's great for building that know, like, and trust factor. You know, people get to see your face. They get to hear your voice. They get to relate to you. And here's a secret for you. Out of 200 people who watch you, there's only one person that's thinking, who does she think she is? What does he look like? You know, the other 199, they watch, they smile, they learn, they click like, they comment, they share, and they look forward to the next time you're doing a video. And here's another secret for you. If that one person, they are gutted. Gutted that they don't have the steel to get on camera like you. They tell themselves it's rubbish and it's not worth doing it. Let them crack on, because you know, every second you're thinking about somebody else, that's a second you're taking away from creating something amazing for yourself. So I want you turning that picture, that selfie you always take, into a video and using that wonderful voice. Number 3, talking about voice, could you do a podcast? I can't tell you how awesome it is when listeners email me and tell me you've launched a podcast. You are all so interesting and diverse and have such amazing interests outside of your line of work, for instance. So share it. Shout out to my friend Natalie Paris. Natalie launched her podcast this year and she's buzzing when I see her. You know, you've all got a story to share. Yes, it's a commitment. The average amount of podcast episodes is 7 because people realise it's just a mammoth task. It's actually called pod fade and they stop doing it. But if you commit, it's amazing fun. You know how much I get out of this. You know, I get a message from one of you guys and it's just telling me how an episode's helped them. It's amazing. It's so addictive. So have a think about that. Number 4, write a book. Now, you may remember I've committed to writing a book, and it's no easy task for me because my writing's rapidly decreased as I bring you more podcasting and video, but I need to get this done. I've been saying it for years, I've been talking about it, but if I don't do it, it's just words, isn't it? It's just thoughts. I might as well say I'm going to climb Everest, although I have thought about that. But unless we actually execute on these plans and thoughts, they're just dreams, you know. We've all had those friends, haven't we? Oh yeah, I'm buying a new Harley next year, I'm getting a Porsche, they're going to run a marathon or visit Africa. Nothing happens, does it? Don't be that person. If you want something, get it done. As hard as it is writing this book, I've committed to you guys and I'm accountable to you, and I'm going to do it. Number 5, the last one, is make the damn move. Okay? Whether this is a new role or launching your own business, wondering about the what ifs is something that scares the hell out of me. You know, you might feel trapped at the moment. You could be the major breadwinner in the house. You could have mortgage anxiety, but you won't starve. You've got a network around you. You've got family and friends. Think about making a plan this year. Give it some serious thought if it's what you want. It's not for everybody, but if you're thinking about moving, then give it some serious thought. It's possible. Think about the bills you can shed. Budget for a different kind of year. Do you really need that flash car on the drive? Can you not go on a camping trip rather than the fortnight in the sun? Do you really need that new outfit? You know, I've never worked as hard, never worked these kind of hours, and I earn a lot less than I did in my corporate roles, but by God, I've never been as happy, okay? Give it some thought. 1 in 7 UK workers now are self-employed, and it's rising every year. So that was my 5 ideas for this year. Okay then, let's hear from some of our former guests and what their ideas are and what their thoughts are for the coming year ahead.
Linda Smith, the meanest woman alive, wishing the Industry Angel and all of his listeners a terrific holiday season. I thought I would start off the season by sharing a little bit of holiday cheer in the form of some advice on how to achieve business success. My original advice was intended for women to unleash their power and take their rightful place as the business leaders they are meant to be. But I've also heard from men that some of this advice is quite useful to them as well. So here goes. Here's my 5 S's. First, stop listening to that negative internal voice that's holding you back. That's called self-sabotage, and it's based on fear. Second, stop using apologetic and weak language. Never say I'm sorry. Ban I'm sorry from your vocabulary. What do you have to feel sorry about? Use direct, forceful language when you speak and establish eye contact. Third, stop deferring to men. Don't surrender control to the men around you. Let them order you around or allow them to treat you with disrespect. 4, stop presenting yourself as less than confident. Confidence trumps competence every time. Act as if you exude self-confidence. Fake it until you make it. Walk the walk and talk the talk. And 5, stop trying so hard to be liked. Success is to be achieved by being respected, decisive, and inspiring.
Hi, Ian and everybody at the Industry Angel podcast. I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, have a fabulous, fabulous time, end of 2018 and 2019. I think my tips for the end of year start of next are reflect on this year. Let's have a look at what worked well and how we might repeat that in 2019. And let's look back at the things that haven't worked so well this year gone. And moving into 2019, how might we do something different? Take that, have fun, enjoy yourselves, laugh, smile, enjoy. It's not as serious as you might think. Enjoy your business and look forward to catching up with you some face-to-face, over the airwaves, and hopefully, in a fun environment. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Hi everyone, Paul Lancaster from Newcastle Startup Week here. Angel's on just for Christmas, so if you're not already subscribing, recommend that you subscribe to Ian Farrer's Industry Angel podcast. It's easily the best podcast, business podcast all year round, and it's been a huge inspiration for me for the past couple of years too. Okay, Merry Christmas everyone.
Hi, this is Sean Anderson, and it's been my privilege to have been a guest on your awesome show, Ian. Hey, I have a few special wishes for you and your audience this holiday. May your words and actions always be inspiring and difference-making. May your passion for your work truly be obvious. And may you shine as brightly in your health, happiness, and harmony as you ever have. Enjoy the holidays, my friend, and may the end of 2018 be great. And may your 2019 be rich with tens of small miracles and hundreds of very special moments. Merry Christmas to you, Ian, and Merry Christmas to your amazing audience.
Hi everybody, hello Ian, this is Simon Raybould from Presentation Genius. I wish everybody Merry Christmas and a fantastic New Year. And a dirty trick I'm going to be using to mean that I have some downtime and some chill time and I'm useful and productive over that time is I'm going to sit down and write down the really big, tricky questions before I stop work, because having them formulated and structured in my mind means that my subconscious can work on them. Not my conscience, not my conscious mind, that's having a good time, but my subconscious mind is working on them ready for the new year, so I'm ready to rock and roll as soon as the new year starts, and I'm refreshed. Have a fantastic break, everybody. See you in the new year.
Here's my most important tip to you guys going into 2019, is that you got to start thinking about the customer experience with your marketing. Now, I know all you guys are thinking about customer experience. It's become a big topic. How do you deal with people face to face? What happens when they have a problem with a product? What's customer service like? All these kind of things. But what you're failing to realize is the most important customer experience that you're overlooking is customer experience with your marketing. You're banging people over the head with emails. You're retargeting them right and left, and you're pissing them off. Which one of you guys measures the downside of your marketing and not just the upside? I venture a guess, none. So start looking at how your marketing is affecting your customers and think about their experience with it and how to improve it. Looking forward to 2019.
So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm going to wrap it up now, because this might be Christmas Day. If it is, wow. Thanks for sharing it with me while you peel the potatoes, or walk the dog, or sit in the bath, grabbing half hour before the craziness occurs. Thanks so much. Don't take yourself too seriously. Show the inner you. There's no need at all to be vanilla and walk someone else's line. Yes, be professional at work, but you can also have fun. That is a thing, you know. It isn't one or the other. You don't need anyone's permission to be you. And in later life, in our final years, I'm pretty sure we won't say, hey, if I could just have one more business meeting. What you'll want is one more walk in the park with your kids. Once more to be hand in hand in the forest with your partner. To throw one more stick to your loving dog on the beach. So my friends, 2019, let's get this done. Let's stop talking about it. Let's start doing it. What do you want people to say about you when you're not in the room? What do you want to be remembered for? Go inspire. Leave a legacy for your kids, for your partner, for your family, for your friends. I can't tell you how much I love speaking with you. We've had a great year. Let's continue making some massive waves next year together. So have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. I'm Ian Farrer. This is the Industry Angel, and thanks for listening.